One of the things I always kind of thought uh, from the beginning of this whole art career thing, those of you who don't know, I mainly work in comics, but for the past however many years, I've just been luckily making a living from drawing things, right? But I always thought you should really try to just build your own thing uh, in as many ways as you can. And I don't want this to be like an advice thing. That's not what I want this YouTube channel to be. But if I was a younger version of myself and this never kind of crossed my mind, I think I would appreciate hearing this. So I really think that you should rely on yourself and you should start now. You know, even if it's a little thing, but all the time, especially in the comic book world, you hear things like, oh, it's a team effort and it's a collaborative thing, and, you know, it's all about, and in many ways it is. You see it all the time, but I don't think that's the right, well, I shouldn't say that. It's not that it's not the right thing. It's just I never aligned with that. That never made sense to me. Like, even in the very beginning, I just wanted to be paid to draw comics. That's it. Or really, even before that, I just wanted to be paid to draw. If I could make a living drawing things, I was happy. But if you want to get into these industries, right, it's a people thing. And that kind of ties into my last video, but you know, people aren't really your friends. That's another thing. Like, I just feel like if you can rely on you as much as you can, that's a better thing. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times I've had people come up to me in person and say, hey, we want to hire you for this. Hey, your art's so cool. I'm going to pay you for this. You know, directly. It's no beating around the bush, no hinting. They're telling me they want to hire me, and they vanish into thin air. These are established people too. They're not just new people that I've never heard of. And it's happened at least a dozen times in recent memory. I know that maybe that sounds crazy, but it happens all the time. So it's like, can you really rely on other people? Try to approach this. If I was a younger me, and I'm talking to him, I'd say try to approach this in a way where no one's offering you anything. Can you survive without that? Can you make your own comic? That's part of why, as I was saying earlier, I just wanted to be paid to draw. And even as a kid, I've done plenty of writing, I just enjoyed it. And, but yeah, mainly I wanted to draw. And along the way, I started noticing I can't trust anybody. I can't rely on these writers. I can't rely on these companies. You know, things fall through. A lot of times by the way, why these things fall through is for different reasons. There's another side to this. It's not just they offered me something and then they disappeared and they're evil people. Almost in every case, I'm pretty sure that's not the situation. That's not the reality, but it kind of is the reality when you have to pay bills and they're now not paying you, right? So going back to my main point, you should try to build your own thing. Like, get your own website going. do it now. Like, just start now. Start your own YouTube channel. I really should have been doing this earlier. Instagram, Twitter, all these things, they're good. But what if they go away? They can easily just go away. Like, even Twitter, so many people out of the blue just decided, oh, this is bad now. We're all leaving. We're going to go to this other island over here. And that's the thing now. Everyone, we built up this thing. We all built up our our accounts for a decade plus. And let's just leave. So you can't rely on that. See, the group is, they're all just kind of doing what everyone says is the okay thing. And then you're left just, oh, I guess I'm screwed now. So again, try to think of a way that you can make it by on your own. Don't go with the group. Like, here's another thing. I never got into this to be a part of a clique. I never got into this to be a part of a community. Like I just said, my origin story was I like to draw things. I need to make money to survive. Hey, isn't that really cool that some people get paid to draw things? Well, let me try to figure that out. It's not going to be easy. It still isn't easy. But that's kind of my thing. I didn't get into this to, let me join this group of people. Let me, it turns into high school again. And I didn't like that either. But anyway, my point is, try to think of a way that, build up your skill. And again, this kind of ties into my last video, but I think skill, when these things fall through, what can you really rely on? What can you fall back on? Your skill is the only thing at the end of the day that should really matter, in my opinion. But when people are offering you things and or hey, let's work on this book, and you're fully okay, cool, someone just told me we're working on this, and then they, something comes up or whatever reason it is, months later that thing falls through. Now what? You're better off investing in your own thing, your own skill, not a team or a group of people, or let me work on being friends with the right people. And I really wouldn't put too much weight into that. I mean, it kind of contradicts my last thing, because how I was saying, skill isn't everything, and unfortunately, but at the end of the day, you're better off trying to rely on yourself, and as early as you can. And it kind of lets people know what you're about. Like, people aren't stupid. They can tell that, oh, this guy isn't about gossip. This guy isn't about, or this girl is whatever. Whoever's listening to this. This person isn't about nonsense. They're about their craft. In my opinion, that's more trustworthy. And through that, maybe you'll be hired more. Maybe you'll be looked at as more of a professional. Or I would hope, because again, people like to hire their friends, not the best person for the job, or from what I've noticed. So yeah, like, just the more that you appear as the person who does their skill, as wild as that sounds, I think the better off you'll be. And again, I don't know if this is obvious, but you do hear this from time to time, but not enough, I don't think. More often you hear, oh, it's a team effort, and if this makes me sound like a grumpy asshole, so be it. You know what? Maybe I am. I don't even care, because what are these people's opinions doing for me anyway? Nothing. Again, half the time, even when people offer you something, then it falls through. So it's like, just do your own thing. Don't worry about, if things come along, great. That's, you're better off doing commissions. You build up a skill. Hopefully you build up somewhat of a fan base that people like your work, and you're fortunate enough to have people who want to pay you to draw things, right? And I'm not saying, that's more of a reliable thing, I would say. And I'm not saying to isolate and, I'm not saying that by any means. I'm not saying be this weirdo who never leaves the house or whatever, which I kind of am. But, I go to conventions. There's people I know and stuff like that. But I'm just saying that that's more of a reliable thing. It's more realistic. So yeah, I would say learn as much as you can. If you want to get into comics, maybe you're more of an artist, learn to write, or just write for yourself. You don't need to be the world's best writer. Learn to letter. I even learned how to hand letter because it's just easier, quicker to do it that way, and honestly not even that difficult, and it saves money too. So I mean, at the end of the day, it just benefits yourself. Like, the more you can learn, the more you're able to do yourself over time, build up these different skills, build up your own website, build up your own, social media is good, but don't put too much weight into it. Of course, yeah, make connections, meet people. Like, you can get jobs through meeting people. Like, of course. I'm just saying, don't stress that too much. Like, more now than ever, thanks to the internet, from our own house, from an alley somewhere. If you have an internet connection and you can draw, maybe that's enough. And I think that's awesome. That's all we should really want. So I guess my overall point this is about survival. Like, you want to, this is mainly for people who want to make a living from art, or just drawing, or comics, or maybe even writing, or I'm sure this applies to other things too, but do it in a way where the opportunities aren't coming ever. No one's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to team up with you. No one's going to give you money. Don't rely on a company. Don't rely on a friend. I'm putting that in quotes. Don't rely on a group of people. Don't rely on, just try to do it in a way where, if possible, I mean, I know this sounds impossible, but at times it really feels like that. But this is just it's really just a mindset thing. It's look at it more like that. Like, Because at the end of the day, if you're anything like me, you just want to draw. You just want to make stuff. You just want to... And if money wasn't a thing, you'd be doing it anyway. But sadly, we need to make money in this world to get by. And what's the better thing? Just build up your own thing. Like don't be waiting for things to come through, because half the time they end up not, coming to fruition anyway. So yeah, I guess that's it. Let me know what you think. Am I insane? Am I an asshole? Is this obvious? I don't know. It's just my honest opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. Yeah. All right. Guess that's it.